automatically think shit is paranormal, even though they don't understand the equipment aspect of it and what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking cat ball. Like, I set a couple up, but I want it to be thrown. I don't ever ask for it to turn the lights on.
Yeah.
Knock that shit off
Exactly.
the shelf. Go roll it up the table. Roll it up. If I slant a table, roll it up the table. Give me
Yeah.
some shit where it's crazy cool. And then that. I mean, I've watched people and nobody knows cat balls. You can fucking clap. You can be loud. You can scream and they'll fucking go off.
Yeah. I
Not
think you can.
paranormal.
Yeah. I think you can fart pretty loud though.
Again, if you're gonna investigate, cool, do your shit. If you're, paranormal entertainer like a Zach Baggins, I don't want nothing to do with you. Stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
And don't tell me your spirit box or fucking phone app is spitting out factual shit. Stop it. Stop it.
Hand the bell, the demonic fucking hand. Hey, you fuckers can have demonic dolls. I can have a demonic hand. So let's talk about the guest we're gonna have on tonight.
All right, so we're gonna have a good friend of mine, Cody, hop in. Cody makes equipment for a couple cool places. Eloise Asylum, Wildwood, which is a great place. What's up, Dave? I watched part of your live before I got on here. It was pretty cool, man. Good tribute, memorial thing. The bloopers thing was really funny, man. It was good. So, and then back to Cody. Had to say, cool, good stuff to Dave. But back to Cody. He's been around. He's done some filmmaking. He's done some other stuff. So, but now he's making equipment, and he he's been called a parabully, as other people say. John, he's a parabullier like us.
Parabully, like us.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure he'll get on, and we'll see what he has to say because I don't really have a problem with the people that are calling him out, but they're definitely full of shit. So
I don't know who they are, but let's
wait till you
bring
find out.
Cody into the reality overload. Real talk for real fucking people.
Hello, guys.
Hey, what's up, Cody?
I'm doing good. It's good. I'm excited because I'm a parabully because I call out bullshit.
Yeah,
We are too.
join the club.
Join the club.
Like,
Welcome to America.
no, it's like, here's the thing. Before I got even into the paranormal, I was a journalist. I was a photojournalist, and I've worked on stuff before. And I've gone after bad people before. And then I joined the paranormal, and then I realized there was a lot of bullshit here in the paranormal, and
a lot of bad people in the
a
paranormal.
lot of bad people. Like Ghost Hunts USA. Like, I exposed them. I helped get a lot of their victims' money back. I helped get, wrote a story about that. I've called out locations for bullshit. I've called out paranormal teams for bullshit. And yet I get called paranormal bully. Oh, we should just let them do what they do. It's not harming anybody, but it is. That's a problem.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was telling Brandon when we called out a guy, I said, watch all these fucking people that are total bullshit. They all they all stick together like roaches would raid.
Dude,
When it starts spraying the raid, all the roaches go together and like raid.
Dude, it's funny. It's funny too, John and Cody, because a lot of them hate each other. Like,
Yeah,
we
they
know a
do.
couple people that hate the person we called out, and then all of a sudden they're best friends now and talking. It's like, really? Like,
Yeah.
you all
Yeah.
hated each other.
They did. They hated each other, but it's just like it's safety in numbers, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
The thing that's been really bothering me, and it's been like the last year, is people going around using the D word.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, just go ahead and say it.
Oh,
That's
yes, demon.
That's part of the conversation that's coming up.
Demon.
And that's part of the
Okay,
reason you're on.
let's be honest. Statistically speaking, the likelihood of you running into a demon, you have a better chance of winning the Powerball and the Mega Millions than you do actually finding a demon. And there are these people that are out there. Hey, Brandy, that are out there that say, "Oh, I found demon and I have a demonic attachment and blah 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 blah." But I think the problem is they're on TikTok. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to. We all know who I'm talking about, but they have tapped into a young Christian base on TikTok, and these people are like, "Oh yeah, these guys are actually out here chasing demons and using our religion, to fight evil." But in reality, and here's the overload. They're here trying to. Hi, buddy. My son's in the. I gotta watch my. Yeah, isn't it past your bedtime?
Oh, hey,
So, here's a reality overload. They're grifters. That's all they are. They're lining their pockets. They've been busted not paying locations. They've been busted. They had this group, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna say their name. The Spirit Stalkers, or as I like to call them, the Demon Fakers. They had a deal with Save the Old Properties, which owns Randolph County Infirmary, Old Blackford County Jail, Liberty School, Jim Jones's church. They had a deal that they would get to investigate there for free. In exchange, they had to promote the locations, but they would go there and they would quickly mention the locations and then run around screaming demon.
Well, Cody, I got some bad news for you, man, because I have a demon in this house.
You want to see it?
It's Annabelle.
It's Annabelle. Actually, speaking of Annabelle, I am going to the Conjuring house in November.
Not Annabelle, Handabelle.
Oh, Candabelle. I'm sorry.
Handabelle.
Yeah, you got Handabelle.
Handabelle. I like it.
Yeah, well, everybody else has something demonic. John just wanted it too. So.
I'm married to a demon. Does that count?
John, that reminds me of the video I sent you earlier.
Oh man, you're done for, buddy. You can't say that.
I've said it before, but she says if I keep saying it, the only way people will talk to me is through Spirit Talker. So she just texted me. I heard that. LOL.
She's gonna kick your ass one of these days. Cody, you may not make it to Penhurst.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading these comments. I'm so tired of having to deal with these dang Democrats, damn autocorrect demons.
Yeah, demons.
It'd be a bad time to mention I am a Democrat.
I mean, I've been in hundreds of locations and I've yet to see a demon, but in some of these people, it's like every case they go on us, there's a fucking demon in there. Or
all right. Well, good. We can bring this up then. Now that we let into this. So, Cody, I hopped in that live you sent me the other day with the Spirit fuckers.
Oh, did you? I got blocked.
Well, a couple other people got. I didn't say anything except the one dude plays disc golf, and I was like, oh hey, look, a fellow disc golfer. But anyway, they started to talk about the whole demon thing. One of the questions, they opened up the chat line, and anybody could ask anything they wanted. I just sat there. I was like, you know what? Not my battle. I'm just going to listen to it and see what they have to say. Somebody said, have you ran into any demonic cases? And they're like, well, we've only been doing it since 2021, but we've had several. I've been doing it for almost 15 years now, and I've had one, potentially two, but one. John's been doing it 25 years plus, John, somewhere around that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And has zero, but maybe one, not for sure, but very chance. If anybody was, you would think it's somebody with 25 years of experience. These guys been in it for less than 3 years and have had X amount of cases, or demonic cases. And then the follow-up question was, have you guys had any attachments or thing follow you home? And they're like, almost every case, something comes with us. We have this, and that. And I'm like, I've never had anything fucking follow me home. Ever.
I have. I mean, I haven't had an attachment, but I've had weird shit happen after investigations that it went away. It only lasted a couple weeks, but then went away. And but I can't say it was an attachment. Could something have followed us home? Maybe. I don't know.
But here's the thing: just because you have an attachment, you can have just a regular spirit attachment, either positive or negative. You can have an elemental attachment, or you can have a demonic attachment. But just because something is dark and evil doesn't make it demonic. And I think that's where they're losing grip on reality.
Well, here's the whole thing that I was telling Brandon earlier in this week about all of it, everything that you've learned about paranormal things, right? It's all been fucked up TV based about demons, about spirits, about residual hauntings, negative hauntings. All this stuff has originated from television, movies. But here's the thing: all the stuff with religion, it's all human construct. You know what I mean? It's all human based, human made up. Everything. So I think a lot of things with paranormal need to be reevaluated and looked at as, just because you've seen something dark, you smelled something bad, you've been scratched, doesn't mean it's negative, doesn't mean it's demonic. You know what I mean? We have no understanding of the phenomena in itself. So to put a label on something that we really don't understand, or can validate a lot of these things, is kind of doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Over all the years, and I fell into the whole TV genre bullshit. Everybody has, you know what I mean? Because it's been the standard for a lot of years, you know what I mean? And I think people need to start rethinking the way the phenomena is that we don't understand it. You know what I mean? All the years I've been doing it, I still don't understand any of it. Like a lot of similarities in all of it. EVPs, they're all on the same kind of frequencies. These static charges and stuff that you feel, cold spots, these different things, they're all unexplainable. We can't explain them. I mean, I captured a black mass on video to this day, and it was 12 years ago. I still can't explain what it is. It creates itself. It creates
That was just
mass. It creates mass and matter from nothing. Scientifically, that's impossible. And I think that's the main reason why scientists don't touch on this shit, is because they can't explain it. You know what I mean? It's unexplainable, and we can't explain it. I love how people have an explanation for a lot of this shit when there are no explanations to it. And then you got people saying they're experts in this. There are no experts. There are no explanations for why this shit happens. We can't. One, when a paranormal event happens, we don't even know when it's going to happen. It just happens. You know what I mean? It's not like it's timed. There's a specific day, hour, moon phase, tide. It just happens. You know what I mean? And just like, I've recorded so much shit over the years, moon phases, times of days, and none of it collaborated as the same day of something happening on the same time, a certain moon phase. It was all different. And I just really think people need to reevaluate and rethink how paranormal things are going. You know what I mean? Like how they're happening and stuff, and just the labels that have been put on them need to be changed. You know what I mean? This isn't TV. This shit is reality. We don't have an explanation for it. You know what I mean?
And exactly, but this is what they say. Well, paranormal is a pseudoscience, so how do you know we're wrong? That's what they said. Brandon, were you in there when they said that the other night?
Nah, I jumped in when they started, like pretty much when they were summing up the like the topic before they opened up the line for everybody to listen to.
Gotcha.
Or
So
ask questions, I meant.
they said, well, it's a pseudoscience, so how can you say we're wrong? Well, when you've got people that are like priests who are exorcists, who have actually seen exorcisms and actually participated in them, saying that you're not dealing with demons, yeah, you're wrong. Okay. And they keep saying, well, we're Christians and people, are mad at us because we're Christians and we're using our religion. And no, it has nothing. Listen, I'm a Christian too. Like, I'm an ordained minister, but you don't see me running around screaming demon every 5 minutes, because it's not true. They were at this abandoned school, Liberty School in Ohio City, Ohio. And they were talking about, because they just went to the Villisca mass, or the axe murder house, and they were like, oh, is the demon here followed us from Villisca? And they were in this live saying that, and they're like, oh, we smell this really bad smell, blah 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 blah. So first off, this school, none of the windows are shut. Like, a lot of them are broken. The company just bought the place and they're working on it, but it's in the middle of farm country, and it's April. You know what they're doing? They're spreading manure. Okay. So that's what they're smelling. Apparently, they can't tell the difference between cow shit and demons. I bet you they go to the fair and like, there's a bunch of demons here. So,
Well, that's the other thing. People that have been on a demonic case, or if you want to label it as a demonic case, a real one, they can tell you that the smell is nowhere near manure. It is
No.
1,000 times worse. It's it's undescribable almost. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, it smells like a dead body and feces mixed. It's pretty
Yeah,
gross.
it's not rotten eggs. You get that a lot.
No, it smells like a
listen,
dead body.
there are times before investigations, I'll go to the bathroom and it smells like a demon, but that doesn't make it a demon. Like,
Yeah.
come on, people.
Yeah, and I'm not saying what I smelled was a demon. I know what I smelled, and it smelled like decomposing death, like a dead body.
Well, you
And
know,
it was pretty horrible. But then in the same 2 seconds later, it was gone. Like, how does the smell that bad just dissipate and be gone, and then come back 10 minutes later?
Well-
I couldn't explain it.
John-
Nobody got hurt. No one got scratched. No one got possessed. But it was weird, man. It was totally weird.
John,
Hey,
what
what's up, Wes?
I was gonna say, what I
Christy?
think is cool about yours is what you were doing when the smell arrived. That's why I think yours is a really cool. I don't even want to say example of a demonic case, but a really cool paranormal phenomenon is really
Yeah.
cool with what you were doing.
Yeah.
And you can tell if you want. I mean, that's your story, not mine.
Yeah, well, this case was pretty wild. There was a murder at the location. A woman was murdered, and the people were experiencing a lot of really weird shit in the house, and almost like possession and things like that. They seen the daughter talking to this black figure that was in their room, and this is where the smell was coming from. Was their room. The father worked night shift one night, and he came home, and the two daughters were in their beds, and the older daughter slept on the top bunk. When he walked by her room, he thought he seen her sitting on the bed talking to this figure, this big black figure he said it was like 7 foot tall. He said it was big. And he said he stopped and he turned back around and the figure was gone. And he walked into the room and the daughter was just sitting on the bed. And he said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm not doing anything." But she had a blank look on her face. Like it wasn't her. But the room smelled like death. Like he said, it smelled so bad, man. So he's like, and all of a sudden, the smell was gone. So he's like, "Man, I got scared. I went and got my Bible. I started reading Psalms 23, and the smell came back." And he said, "Dude, it was just totally freaky." And he said he started hearing voices and things like that. So, as an investigator, you hear a lot of this shit. In a lot of cases, you hear it. A lot of clients experience the same things, and I've heard countless stories of black figures, and never seen a lot of them, but I have seen some. But we went into the case, and right away we started experiencing some really weird things. Sparkles of lights, looked like somebody threw glitter. It looked like someone threw glitter in the air, and was like, I was like, "Whoa, what the shit!" And then a couple other investigators seen it, and so we went up into the daughter's room, trying to focus on what the daughters are experiencing, and we didn't really have anything going on right away. So I told one of the investigators, I said, "Hey, grab the Bible and start reading Psalms 23, and we'll see if we get this foul smell." They started reading it. Sure enough, two investigators start smelling the smell. Now I'm only 3 feet away. I don't smell anything. So I'm like, what? I don't smell anything, and they're like, "It's gone." Like as quick as they smelled it, it was gone. Right. And I'm like, "Man, I didn't smell anything. I think they're full of shit." So I said, 10 minutes went by. I said, read Psalms again. They read it again. This time I smelled it, and it was like, I don't know if you ever walked into a room with a fog machine and you can feel the fog on you. Well, that's kind of what it felt like, but the smell, it was smelled with it. And I was like, "Oh my God, what is that shit?" And it was just horrible. I mean, it smelled like a dead body and feces, like mixed, like terror. It was horrible. And I'm like, "Man, that's got to be like a sewer break or I said, it's got to be something, man." So I go over to the bathroom. They had a bathroom off to the left, and you got demons going on in there, man.
No, I had the wife turn off the It was a demon, actually. It was a demon. No.
Well, Cody, thanks for being on the podcast, but now you're about to be murdered.
You know, I was messaging her. I wanted to
Look.
say, hey, can you come like down here with like an extension cord and just come up behind me and just yank me out off the screen? But that would be too bad.
We're talking about demons, and Reagan shows up in the chat room. Oh my god! But yeah,
I had her turn off the lights because this web camera, like my LED lights, like causes it to like freak out. So I've cut the lights down here.
But yeah, I mean, we only smelled this stuff when they read Psalms 23 actually, and the last time they read it, it happened again, and I was like, geez, man, we were kind of laughing about it, right? Because I'm like, this is like the most horrible smell I've ever smelled in my life. And we started laughing about it, and it went away just as quick as it came, like not a trace. And all of a sudden, I heard a disembodied voice go, nuisance. I was like, whoa. I said, hey, one of you guys just say that. And they're like, what? I was like, you didn't hear that voice say nuisance? And they're like, no. I'm like, I definitely captured it. I caught it on the recorder, and I was like, damn, dude, that said nuisance. Like we're a nuisance to it, whatever it is, like whatever we were reading, maybe it was a nuisance, you know. It was pretty wild. It was my demon friend told me you were talking about me. Dude, with this girl, Amber, this is a good friend of mine. This is her daughter. She's a good friend of my family. When she was little, man, she looked like Reagan from The Exorcist, right? One day she was real little, right? I'm in my, I think it was the early 20s, and she was just little. She was maybe like 2 or 3 years old, and I was messing with her, and she looked up at me like the part in The Exorcist when she's in the chair, and she's like, dude, she did that to me. I was like, oh shit, she's.
Oh, there's a demon. There's a demon. There's
a demon behind me.
Holy shit.
Right there.
Right there.
Oh my god. Yep. But yeah, we used to have a lot of good times. But yeah, that's the only case I can say that I ever smelled a foul smell was that one. And that was, I don't know, probably 13, 14 years ago. That's it. Whether it was a demon or not, I couldn't tell you, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I haven't done a residential case since the last one Brandon and I did together, and I don't think I will ever do one again because of that case.
Yours was a little different than
yeah, but it wasn't demonic. It
wasn't paranormal.
Well, that's I mean, there's paranormal activity there, but it's not what they're making it out to seem.
No. John has seen the video. He knows they're full of shit.
Well,
the one in Indiana?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I seen the video. I was like, oh, I told him in the first like 10 seconds of watching, I'm like, they're full of shit, dude. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm like, look, dude, if someone's physically being attacked and they're that calm, yeah. I mean, even as an investigator, if one of my investigators was physically being attacked like that, I'd be like, dude, we're getting out of here and going to regroup and then coming back. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like, look, he's getting dragged around the floor. They're attacking him. I'm like, no. That's crazy. That's totally full.
There, I mean, the house does have paranormal activity. It does, and I before I got Brandon involved, I caught paranormal activity, but it's not what they were making it out to be.
That is true.
What?
I said that is true.
Was that the case where Doug went down there with
you?
My idol Zach Bacon says Eric Ghost is a demon.
Oh my god, we're in trouble now. Zach Bacon's going to be hating on us now.
So here's the thing, and that brings up a good point. Is the other night in this live, the Spirit Stalkers actually like talking about their Christianity, and then they were like, "Well, Project Fear gets called out because I think they see a lot of demons too, and they see a lot of evil stuff because they're actively Christian." And I'm like, here's the thing, I have busted Project Fear faking shit. I have. So they got kicked off a Travel Channel because, well, whatever reason. So they did the road to Return the Terror or whatever it was, their first 6 locations on YouTube. And they went to Indiana State Sanatorium, which I have been there multiple times. Okay. So whatever. Well, I was there 9 days before they recorded their episode there. Okay. And they claim that there was an intruder. Okay. That's not true. There was not an intruder that night. Now, there have been intruders that have shown up to ISS. There are people that break in. That does happen, and I won't deny that. But that night there wasn't. So they showed dentures, they showed a can of shaving cream, they showed some clothing, and they showed some other stuff. And they're like, "Oh my God, there's somebody here." You know? Except when I was there 9 days prior, all of that shit was in the exact same locations, and I have the photos to prove it. I was actually in Dakota and his family ran a Facebook group. I posted those pictures. I got kicked out of the group within an hour of posting those pictures, saying, "Hey, wait a minute, this stuff was there."
That's because you're a parabully.
I know. I had a phone conversation with Alex. I have his cell phone number. We had a phone conversation for 18 minutes. I got his phone number from a source because I was writing for a magazine at the time. And he's like, "Well, we felt that there was an intruder there." Okay. Problem is, I have a source at ISS, and I won't say their name, but they told me that they and the owner, Greg, were on the premises the night that they were filming. They got a call, "Hey, there's an intruder in the Adams Hall." So they go up there, and as soon as they walk into the room or walk into the building, they get cameras shoved in their face.
Excuse me.
That doesn't make any sense. So I think it was their friend Connor was there. They claim he was back at the Airbnb. I call bullshit. Who's going to sit at Airbnb all night while their friends are filming a paranormal shit? No.
Yeah, no.
He was there upstairs. I have no proof of this, that he was there, but my opinion is he was there and he was the intruder, because everything else was, there. And it's still there. It's the dentures are still there. Because I went back in October. Still there. Same spot. But no, they were wet and fresh. No, because there's water that leaks from, because that was on the fourth floor. And it's in the stairwell. And that stairwell has a door access to the roof, which I have been up on the roof. And it leaks down in there. And they're working on it. And they're doing a great job of, taking care of the location, getting it, to a better condition where it's a more controlled environment. But there was no intruder that night. So the fact that they said Project Fear just adds to the fact that these guys don't know what the fuck they're doing. And yeah.
I'm with that. With that. I think, anymore it's like a fucking business, man. They're just, people are just trying to profit off of it instead of helping people. They're trying to profit off of it money wise. And everybody knows, man, fucking money is the root of all evil, dude. It really truly is, man. If anybody's got anything to do with this, with money, dude, they're all fucking cutthroat, dude. They're going to try to do whatever they're going to do to make money, knock you out of locations. And I've seen it. I've seen people call locations of, that a paranormal group was going there and talk bad about that group and get that group kicked out of the location before they even got there. Like, because they're not friends with them or they don't like them, or, it's just ridiculous, man. It really is. I'm fed up with it. And I'll tell you, man, I don't want to be a part of that community, man. I'm not going to. I don't live my life like that. I live by a code, man. Men live, most men, real men, live by code. And you're either a liar, if you're a liar, a fraud, or a phony, man, I don't want to be friends with people like that. Not at all. And if that's the way the community is, I don't want to be a part of that community either.
And that's the problem, because all these people see, all this stuff going on, and they're like, "Oh, this is what the paranormal community is, demons." And then, yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, I think part of the problem is, and I think it's a good and a bad problem. I think the good thing is there's a lot of younger people, even younger than me, that want to be part of the paranormal community and just honestly don't know where to start. But I think it's great having more investigators, stuff like that, as long as they're doing it the right way. Which leads me to the next point. The bad is these people want to go to, and I'll mention Wildwood, Cody, because you're helping them, and I love Wildwood. But people make a video and they say like it's a demon at Wildwood, which they haven't. But for an example here, and then I think people see this, get it subconsciously in their mind, and then when anything happens, they're like, "Oh my god, it's a demon." But they have no proof. It's just they heard it on a video, and that's because that's all they know. Now it has bled over and has, taken over their investigation, and I think that happens a lot in the paranormal field, personally.
You know what the Spirit Stalkers and Clayton Ghost Chaser, their buddy, says that their definitive proof of a demon is? They use Spirit Talker. And they get the word demon. Like, I could pull up Spirit Stalker right now, and I guarantee I can get the word demon to pop up at some point. Here, let's play that. We'll continue our conversation, but I'm gonna turn on Spirit Stalker. My house, I don't think is haunted. There might be spirits here, but we're gonna find out. Because I don't,
Does anybody read that it says for entertainment purposes on these fucking phone apps or the fucking even the Ovilus? Like, it's literally for entertainment purposes.
So there's a group. It's called the Military Veterans Podcast, or the Military Veterans Paranormal. There are a bunch of military veterans, and they have debunked all of this stuff because the Ovilus, it has a pre-organized word bank. You can change the word bank in those, by the way. Just so everybody out there knows, you can change the word bank. So if you want it to say demon, you can change it where it's like one of 5 words. Just so you know. So like there's people that use LSS and XLS, the Connect thing, where there's, it's a stick figure. Listen, I had a Connect Xbox, and let me tell you, that thing, it always picked up some third person sitting on the couch when it was just me and my friend. It's flawed technology. It's not a spirit. It's a fucking piece of shit technology. Stop selling it because it doesn't work. And another one that pisses me off, mag lights. That does not work. That does not mean shit.
Yeah, there's a long list of devices that don't work. K2s, you can trigger with a walkie. Spirit boxes have been debunked. You can fucking throw out spirit boxes.
Okay, stop.
You're never gonna get me here.
No, because oh my god,
It's a
Annabelle.
demon.
I got child. I got child.
Uh-oh.
That's because it listens.
It does listen.
It listens.
No, because here's the thing. No, the spirit box, I'm kind of on the fence. And here is why. I was doing a solo at a location in North Manchester, Indiana, and literally within an hour's time, my name came up 5 times. So I heard Cody come out of the spirit box 5 times. Here's the thing. There's not any DJs named Cody. I don't know why the name Cody kept coming out of it. Now, if I was out in Cody, Wyoming, that's a different story. Northern Indiana, not really. So I'm on the fence. And then the K2s, listen, yeah, they can get set off by radio waves because guess what? That's what they detect. They detect RF. They detect EMF. Yeah, so I use... I don't know which spirit box that was. It's the fancy one from Ghost Stop. The one that can record. Because Chris asked which spirit box. But anyway. But yeah, so there's all these. And listen, I'm an equipment manufacturer. Here's the thing. Do I know that I can't say I make REM pods anymore because REM pod is a trademarked thing. I make a sharp pod. Is that a spirit? There's a potential. There's the potential that a spirit is setting it off, but there's a high potential it's something else setting it off. A music box, same thing. Cat ball, same thing. You can't look at one piece of equipment and Oh, I got speak. It said speak. I am speaking. Thank you. I'm waiting for demon.
It'll come through.
It will come through.
Say
That's what she
demon
said.
enough, it'll pick it up.
Demon, demon, demon.
It'll come through. Watch, it'll say heaven or some shit.
Yeah.
But listen, you can't get one piece of equipment to go off and say, "Oh, that's definitive proof that there's a spirit
No.
there or an entity." You have to use multiple pieces of equipment, and you've got to put that all together. Like if you're only having one thing go off, that's questionable. If you have multiple things going off, then yes. But I don't know. I do have this new product, Brandon, that I'm coming out. Can I plug it real quick?
Go ahead.
Sure. It's called Demon Away. It may look like a bottle of Goo Gone, but it's really Demon Away. Thank you. Sorry.
It's okay. John needs it. He'll be your beta tester for it. That way he can get Hannibal cleansed.
Oh God. I got sense of death. I got sense of death.
See, I'm so scared. All these fucking things crying. Hannibal's helping me.
Wait, Chris.
Yeah,
what,
he does.
Yes, I do.
He has a link and everything.
You can Sharp Side of Paranormal on Facebook, and you can find my stuff.
Even on TikTok, I think you have your link there too.
I do on TikTok. Until it gets banned.
What is it called again? Demon Away?
Yeah, Demon Away.
Demon Away.
Yeah.
I sprayed it on my wife, and she just got angry.
Should have called it Be Gone Satan.
Christy says
that's copyrighted.
Is it really?
I don't know. It sounded good.
It was funny. Hey, look, nothing would surprise me anymore. Shit, man. I mean, you name it, everything.
I mean,
there's too many sensitive fucking people.
All the years I've been doing it, my take on all this shit anymore is you can't validate it. You know, the K2, you can't validate whether it's paranormal phenomena, you know, phone apps. None of it you can really validate. That it's really picking up paranormal phenomena. You know what I mean? Like, okay, the K2 went off. Can you prove that a ghost set it off? No. EMF. There's always EMF. There's the ghost right there. See?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I got another word. Mabel.
I don't know. I just, anymore, I don't even use half the shit that I bought. It just sits in the case. I just go into an investigation using my senses, man, hearing, seeing, recording. And that's your best thing, man, because that's all things you can really kind of validate that you experienced, you recorded it, you heard a disembodied voice, you recorded it. Hey, I heard, this phenomena. A voice came out of thin air. It was no one outside. We had cameras outside. Yeah. I mean, this is stuff you can validate, the other shit you really can't, like ghost box, spirit boxes, whatever people use. Yeah. I don't use them anymore. I used to, but I don't use them anymore. I don't think they're a valid piece of equipment to document paranormal phenomena. Other people might, but I don't.
I use music boxes. I use the Sharp Pod because I can't say REM Pod. Sharp Pod. That's in the process of getting trademarked. Cat balls, like but
now can we talk about that real fast, Cody? Because John doesn't like cat balls, and my views on them. I don't really like them either. Now Cody has a video. Wait, I was gonna say your video. I want you to tell John about that, and then I'm gonna run and grab a new water bottle because I'm out. But tell him what happened at the place with your cat ball.
You know what? Hold on. I can get the video file if you want to see it. I can play the video file.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let me pull that up. So I'll give a setup. I was at the mysterious Monroe house, which isn't behind me. I'm standing out in front of it right now. Woo! So I'm at the Monroe house. I'm with two very seasoned investigators. I wonder if it's my daughter that's coming through the Spirit Talker app because it just said I move things. So, hold on a second. I guess I'm gonna have to share my screen because it's I can't find the file and my Mac is being dumb. Oh, nope, there we go. Okay. Videos. Is that it? There it is. Okay, found it. Video file. So I am at the Monroe house, and we were doing an Estes session up in the there's a doll room, and this cat ball had been sitting on this table for probably 2 hours, and we have gone in and out of the room multiple times. And then this is what happens. So you're gonna
Let me bring it up one here.
Turn it on if you're gonna make good communication with him.
So it's the cat ball. It's like the far one
Yeah,
on that
here.
table.
Okay. Something is pulling massive copy. Yeah, it'll do that.
Oh, that moves once too.
All right, I'm back.
I seen it move. Yeah, it's moving.
Okay, do me a
Yeah.
favor with no stops. I want you to walk out and walk back in. And see if you
And we
can
immediately
both
try to
just walked
debunk it.
in, and that shit did not happen. And I literally just said, hey, light something up if you're gonna have a good session with him.
go out.
No, I can
Go
light it
back
back
in,
up,
it's the same.
but it doesn't
Turn off, it
roll.
didn't move.
It didn't move though.
Yeah, it
didn't
rolled.
move.
Cody,
And I jumped my fat 300-pound
that
ass
motherfucker
up and down,
rolled.
and I
I saw
could
it
not get
roll.
it to roll again.
What in holy fucking hell? Did y'all see that?
Did you guys?
100% saw it.
Did you guys see that rolling when I walked in?
So mad my camera was not on.
The ball did roll. Seen it.
See, I think
Yeah.
stuff where it rolls is cool, but lighting up I
Walk
don't count
around.
as evidence. I don't think you can.
Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, we're gonna watch it
Turn
again.
on if you're gonna make good
I can watch it. Yeah, I always say it again. It moves for sure.
Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cody, how far do you
Something
think it
is
actually
pulling
moves?
massive copy. Yeah, it'll
Not
do that.
far, but it rolls. But
Looks like it moves like a couple inches.
Are you shitting me?
but it doesn't like.
Do me
Oh,
a
did you
favor
guys
with
see
no
the
stops.
orb in that video?
Yeah, there was an orb.
That was like piranha demon.
Because we both just walked in, and that shit did not happen.
Yes,
And I
Brandy.
literally just said, hey,
What
light
about
something
multiple
up
things
if
going
you're
off at
gonna
once?
have a
Yes,
good
I
session with
think
him.
that is more credible evidence than just one device going off. By the way, I have investigated multiple times with Brandy and her team that she's on, the BAM Ghouls. They do shit the right way. They really do. They go in and yes, they mess around. We all mess around in investigations, but when it's actual time to investigate, they go in. If stuff's going off, they try to find ways to debunk it immediately. And that's what you got to do is when shit is going off, you got to immediately debunk it. And that's what we did in that video is I literally was jumping up and down trying to get that ball to roll again. And it did not roll again. And it had been sitting there for 2 hours. And I had walked in and out of that room multiple times. Did not roll. And then all of a sudden it rolls. Oh,
So-
shit. Oh, shit. Guys. I got dark entity here. Oh,
gosh.
shit. Oh, shit. Is Taylor right behind me?
I knew that was coming. Now, Brandy, you know, personally not knowing you, I'm not gonna sit here and say like anything bad or anything, but for me personally, if you have all cat balls going off in the room and nothing else, it's probably you setting it off. That's just my opinion, my belief. You got some other stuff going on, that's great. And then Melanie, same thing. I'd just like to know if you had that EMF going off and stuff, did you catch any EVPs with it? Because to me, just having equipment going off doesn't validate one way or the other. But if you catch an EVP with it, then I would be more inclined to say that it's truly paranormal setting it off and just not something. Just some random electrical burst, something like that, like Bell Mansion. I'll go ahead and throw their name out. I don't give a shit. Well, you can't convince me that anything EMF related wise in the embalming room is anything fucking paranormal.
It's
When you
not.
have the AC unit directly above it, and if anyone knows how it works and how it's has static electricity and how it stores power and all this other shit right above it, as soon as it kicks on or off, of course it's going to throw a huge amount of EMF, and it's going to set off your REM pods and 100 other fucking things. Not
Yeah.
paranormal. Not paranormal. And not to mention, what is it, Cody? A block away is a huge ass radio tower on a fucking building
Mm-hmm.
from there too. I mean, you just can't give me that.
Yeah,
bullshit.
the AEP building has a bunch of towers on top of it because that's Indiana Michigan Power's headquarters is right there. There's a hospital that's about a block and a half away, and they have a radio that they communicate with ambulances with. There's actually a team, local, that has got into the Bell Mansion, and they have found out that the REM pods will actually go off with the red lights when the red lights change when they cycle through. And
we did that too.
Hold on a second. Take a left is what Spirit Talker is. So I gotta take a left.
That's where the dark entity is.
So I just texted my wife. I was like, "Hey, can you come up behind me and scare me?" I was like, "Can you
Holy
come
shit! It
up?
moved on its own.
Can you come up behind me and scare me, please?" And she's like, "Why? I don't want to be on camera, baby." It'll be real quick because you'll kill me.
Yeah, we had some cat balls in an investigation, and those things really went off because the fucking cat was playing with them. I was like, "What the fuck? Why is that going off?" The car goes, "Dude, the fucking cat's out there playing with all the cat balls."
Paranormal.
That's demonic. Every time I'm investigating with Carl, there's definitely a demonic smell because he's like farting it up all night long. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Wait, you said his name wrong. Hold on. You got to say it right.
I got to do it like Carl style. Carl.
I'll use something else. That's what it just said. Use something else.
That,
Okay.
John forgot his haunted doll upstairs. He'll have to go get it real fast. Oh shit! I forgot it. You left it strapped in on your boot. My bad. I forgot.
I did. I left it on my boat.
Did he say strap in or strap on?
No strap on.
Yeah, definitely not.
Shit.
And here's the thing about REM pods or proximity EMF sensors or even the Sharp pod. They're made of one of two boards. Okay, here's the dark secret of the paranormal equipment world. That fancy REM pod that you bought is just a junior fucking theremin. That's all it is.
Yep.
It's a $20 board on fucking eBay.
Yep.
That's all it is.
They used to sell them in a little kit. You can buy them right on like little electronic stores and buy them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or the other one
I would buy them from Cody because Cody doesn't really overcharge.
is this sucker.
Yeah.
This is
Doorbell knob, a doorbell alarm.
Listen, this is what I use to make my Sharp pod. This is the inside of it. I tear it apart.
For $10.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, you can take it apart, take the sound out, and just add lights to it. I do the same thing. I have the same ones. They work too.
They work though. That's the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
now
It's a doorknob alarm. That's all it is.
No, see, here's the thing, and I only charge $50 for my Sharp pods. That's all I do, and it's custom made, like different shapes, different colors. Like I think there's gatekeeping when it comes to paranormal equipment because these companies are like, oh, we can charge an arm and a leg, and no, like my music boxes, $120. That's it. And it's a PIR sensor. That's all it is. That sets off a light that sets off the music. That's it.
Yeah, it's nothing special. I used to make my own shit after a while. Then I just
Shit, guys. My name is John. That's what it literally just said. My name is John.
John, did you send Hannibal over there? Damn you.
I psychically sent it.
Now it just said I want to see you naked. So what the calm down, John. Just kidding.
Definitely doesn't want to see me naked.
Hey, be careful. We don't want any fat shamers here, okay? We don't want anybody.
Okay, listen. I wasn't gonna bring that up, but
I am.
I think both parties are at fault. I think Enfield Demon House, they run their mouth a lot. And I think the other side runs their mouth a lot too. I think they're both at fault, honestly.
No.
You know what, Brandon?
No,
you
no,
and I-
no. I'm not saying that. Regardless that, I'm saying regardless of that shit, calling John and myself a fat shamer because we laughed is ridiculous. Because of laughing, that's the most comical shit I've ever
Listen, I'm fat and I make fat jokes. Okay.
heard. So is John. He'll tell you all the time.
Wait a
I-
minute. Who said I was fat? I'm not fucking fat. The fuck is wrong with you?
That's
You
it.
fucking
I'm
Ooh.
banned.
fat
That's right.
shamer?
I'm
Oh.
banned. I'm banned.
John,
Fucking
it's telling you to
fat
stay a
shamer.
while.
All right.
It's telling you to stay a while, John.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been called that before, and I'm like, well, what? A what?
What is John using Hannibal for to get those messages on his device?
Don't worry about it. It's a
Listen,
secret.
I am 282 pounds. Okay. I'm down almost 90 pounds in a year. Burnt. That's what I just got. But I still make fat jokes all the time. Like somebody said the other day, Cody, why are you out of breath? Because I'm fat. That's why. And they're like, Cody, do you run? And I'm like, yeah, my mouth or to the all you can eat buffet. Like, come on. I just found a new pizza buffet that's like 20 minutes from my house, and I told the wife we're going next weekend.
Cody's only down 85 pounds now.
Yeah, only 85 pounds.
Instead of 90.
Listen, I had a burger challenge named after me. I
Me too.
really did.
That's awesome.
Don't let Speaking of crucified, did you know that Jesus was not a virgin? He got nailed right before he died.
Oh my god, that's really sacrilegious.
Listen, first off, I want to say I'm legally an ordained minister, and I'm a Christian. Don't come after me.
We're banned. Way to go, Cody.
I'm
You shut the shit
Catholic.
down.
I'm Catholic, so we're really doomed.
No. Here's the thing, and people like
People
not
have
to
no
get on
sense of humor anymore, man. They really don't.
Well, yeah. I mean,
People can't take a joke.
No.
so I can't believe I'm going to say this on the internet. But the other day, so I got a couple of buddies of mine that I was in paramedic school with, and one of them, him and his wife are expecting a baby, and the baby is due on September 11th. I said for the gender reveal that they should have done is made 2 tower cakes and took a remote control airplane and fly it in there, and the color on the inside would have been the gender of the baby.
Oh, you probably really pissed people off.
Yeah. You probably got
Oh, you
crucified there.
pissed.
Listen,
You pissed
listen.
all the Cheerios.
Well, I want to point out, like, I was a firefighter, okay? I was an EMT, like, obviously, it's tragic, like, shit, 9/11, what?
Chris said her favorite hobby is pointing fingers. I just wanted to fit in, so I just had to point real fast.
But listen, like, dark
Not funny, John.
sense of humor happens. That's the thing. Like, it's a thing, and that's how I grieve. Like, that's how a lot of first responders or military, people in the military, veterans. That's how they deal with their PTSD. I have PTSD. I seen some really nasty shit when I was a firefighter and an EMT. And that's how I cope, is with dark sense of humor. So, but some of the stuff, like, when we saw dead bodies, we called them crispy critters, just to, like, because that shit keeps you up at night. So sometimes, yeah, I have been offended by jokes before, but you know what? I just move on because life is too short. Yeah, gallows humor. Like, listen, if I was like on the gallows, I would probably tell jokes right before I died.
Yeah.
Just because that's who I am.
I would just say something fucked up where everybody would be like thinking about it for a while, and they'd be like, "Damn, did he really say that?"
Right
Like,
up to
if
the
I was
point
gonna-
when you're gonna chop your head off like the Queen of Scots, and the fucking axe smacks you in the back of the head instead of your neck. Dude, oh damn
Randy,
it!
Here's the thing: if I'm gonna get hung on the gallows right before I die, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, babe, told you I was hung."
Yeah, Brandy, I don't know what time you came into the chat, but we originally did a podcast grilling somebody, and literally torched them, set them ablaze, literally. And needless to say, they all grouped together, all the fake paranormal people, and kind of where this all started from.
Did you know that there's a point during cremation that the meat is perfectly cooked?
No,
It is. There is a point during cremation that it's perfectly cooked.
you
Thank
do
you.
have these weird oddball facts.
Listen, I was.
Jeffrey Dahmer style.
Yeah. Great. I'm gonna
You
get.
know,
I
Jeffrey
wanted
Dahmer
to
would
get
not,
cremated.
did you know he would not eat clowns? He said the meat tasted funny.
Somebody just did a parody with him. Some black guy was funny as shit. He's coming in. He's like, "Damn man, this place stinks." He's like, "They're making him a drink." He goes, "Damn man, this drink's good." And that was funny as shit, man. It's on
gotta watch
TikTok. It's hilarious, though. He's like rubbing me. He goes, "Why you rubbing me, man? Get out of here, man, with that shit." You gotta watch it.
I don't get people like some people are just way too uptight about things sometimes. I don't know.
That's the
Dude,
problem.
the paranormal field is a joke anymore, man. It used to be a great place to be. 20 years ago, man, like I was telling Brandon, you could work with other teams and exchange information, exchange ideas, and now it's just too many egos involved, too many people trying to make a living off of it, profit off of it. It's nothing like it used to be, man. Nothing. I mean, nothing. I know a lot of good people that left the whole paranormal community because of this shit, and they're not going to come back from it. I'm one of them. I'm not going to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. What they do and what I do are two different things, and I'm not out here to exploit people for money. That's not what I do. You know, it's not what I do. I'm out here to help people.
Yeah, that's my other thing. Charging people for investigations. They're stupid.
Listen, I get it's a business, and we're all out here like being in the paranormal community is not cheap. It's not. I mean, locations are expensive. Equipment's expensive unless you buy it from me. Sharpsideofparanormal.shop.
I like it. But no, we're not talking about like locations and stuff, Cody. We're talking about people that are scared of their house, residential cases, because that's mostly what me and John do. That's all John does, really. And that's what we're talking about. Like, you shouldn't charge people to go in their home. They're letting you in to begin with. They don't have to do that shit.
And here's the thing about doing residential cases. I just want to point out all these, and I'm guilty of it too. I'll walk in with a Sharp Side of Paranormal shirt or Above and Below Paranormal shirt. And we need to stop doing that when we're doing paranormal investigations on residential cases, because if there's an actual spirit there and you see some asshole wearing a shirt that says, I'm, such and such paranormal team, you're going to be like, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm not going to fuck, or I'm going to torment this family even more when they're not around.
I disagree, but that's just me. I think personally, if you go in with a positive attitude, you go in like treating them with respect, I think you would get better answers. I don't think the shirt makes any difference. And I haven't seen it one way or the other, because I've done investigations with the shirt and without a shirt.
Yeah,
it hasn't changed shit.
Question. What shirt were you wearing when you saw the demon?
Some band shirt.
Oh, it was a demon band shirt. It was that demon rock and roll.
Probably.
It's heavy metal. I've never seen a demon, but
a band shirt.
I've been investigations with a paranormal shirt on and without, and I don't think the evidence has ever changed any.
I don't know.
The activity, it just, I don't know. It's just, I guess, how you approach it, or what I mean.
Well, think about it. When you're alive, if I come in your house and I treat you like a dick, are you going to talk to me? Or are you going to be like, get the fuck out of my house? And that's the way I view it. If you come in with a good energy, saying, hey, what's up, being nice, I think you get more.
Brandon goes into investigation. He's just like, hey, demons, it's your boy Skinny Penis. And
hey, as long as I catch it on camera, we're good. Call me what you want. I don't give a shit.
Onlyghost.com/Brandon ABP.
Fine. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Hey, ghost hunting equipment isn't cheap. I gotta make money somehow.
Here's the thing, and here's the thing. I don't even make money making this equipment because I do Warren Buffett's thing. I reinvest it into the business. The spirit talker just said more to the stories. Um, like I reinvest in the business because I'm not out here trying to make money off of people and rip people off. And like I've had a couple of pieces of equipment that I've built that have had issues, and I send them a return label. I fix it for free and I send it back to them for free. Like I stand behind what I do, and there are some people out there that don't do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot of people that get taken advantage of. Location owners, people during residential cases, people buying equipment, like
Locations overcharging.
Yeah, locations overcharging, or
Don't charge me $3,000 for 6 hours. That's ridiculous. I'm not gonna go there.
I mean, now here's the thing. I will say this because and I partnered with them. Eloise is like really expensive, and it's like 8 p.m. to like 2 a.m. or something like that. And I'm like,
I never go.
you got to work on that because well, you could pay to stay longer. And I was like, yeah, I mean, still, I mean, it's a great location. I absolutely love the location. I've been there multiple times now. But I'm like, yeah, I did have some issues, but you know, all locations are going to have their problems. Except for the Monroe house, $175 a night, plus you get a free a fridge full of pop and chips. Come on. You can't beat that. And it's legit haunted.
I don't mind paying for a location if all the money's going to the location and it's helping fix the place and things like that. But some of these people that are doing these events, you know, they're fucking over the people that own the houses. You know what I mean? And they truly are. They should be giving the profits to the homeowners. I mean, these are the people that these old houses they need fixing. You know, they need new roofs, they need plumbing issues. I mean, flooring issues. Some of these places are a mess.
There's a demon that keeps walking behind Brandon.
Yeah. Yeah. Anal. That's who it is. She's gonna hit me.
Did you just say what I think you said?
Yeah. So all right. So because apparently I make fun of special needs people. That's another thing I've been told. Angel has a special needs sister that I get along with great. Hold on. She has headphones on. She didn't even hear me. But anyway, so Angel's sister can't say Angel. She leaves out. I am. She leaves out the G, so it says anal. So her sister will call. Her sister will call, and I'll just hear in the background anal, because her sister can't say the G in Angel.
First off, I want to point out when I'm at Pennhurst in 2 weeks, that's all I'm going to call her is anal.
Can you make her a custom REM pod and just put anal on it?
Yes, I will absolutely bring that to Pennhurst.
Please do it, Cody.
No, I can't make a REM pod. They're sharp pods.
Oh, I'm sorry, sharp pods. You better call it right. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Listen, Brandy, that is a good question. We feel like there are a lot of fakers in this paranormal in this paranormal world. We go to all these locations, and half the time we get very little real evidence, while others go and get evidence at every single place they step foot in. Is that normal? Is it something we are doing wrong?
Wait, can I ask you a follow-up, Cody, before you answer? Because you've investigated with them. I have a serious question. Brandy, I'll let Cody answer for you, and you can type in the chat. Do you use... It's really rare these days. When you're investigating, do you use common sense? If the answer is yes, that's probably why you get very little evidence.
Yes,
they use you hear a knock and you're not just like, oh my god, it's a demon. So that's probably why you get very little.
They absolutely use common sense. And here's the thing, and every location is going to be different, but each group is going to be different too. I can go to a location that's super active and not get a damn thing.
That was me in Bell Mansion. We didn't get a lot in Bell Mansion, but other people have had a ton of shit happen.
But no, here's the thing. Like, I'll go into locations and I get shit that happens, but that's because I'm sensitive. But it all depends if the spirits like you, if they feel it. Like, they're not circus performers. Some nights they don't do shit. Like, I was a tour guide for a short month at the paranormal at the Bell Mansion, and I told people on these paranormal tours, I was like, paranormal investigations like fishing. Some days the fish are jumping in the boats, and the next day you're stopping at the grocery store to buy a fish to tell your wife, hey, I caught a fish, you know?
Dude, I mean, again, I had, and John, you talked to the guy with me. We had a private chat, and I'll leave out names for now. But this guy was trying to convince us that he could predict where paranormal evidence was going to happen in a location, when it was going to happen, and how he could document it. And I'm like, there's no way at any location you can tell me exactly where it's going to happen at the exact time and what you're going to catch. You're full of shit.
Wait a minute. Is this the first night of the podcast?
No, this is our second. We did it the
Second,
first time
yeah.
last week.
Oh, damn it. I was going to be like, as the first guest. I'm awesome.
You are the first guest, technically,
You are the
on this
first guest,
podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
didn't have anybody last week. We just
Woo!
Yeah, we were just roasting everybody last week, and
I'm sorry.
I got 5 to 10 phone calls about what I'm doing is wrong, and I need to
just
be
wanna
more
po-
nice.
I know I'm going to get shit for stuff that I've said today, which is fine.
Who cares?
But next week, I do apologize. You guys aren't going to have that many viewers because next week I have Adam Kimmel on my show, which should be a really good talk because we're going to talk about fakers in the paranormal world.
Oh,
no,
well, is he
I'm gonna
gonna
listen.
bring up real names to people that he's dealt with that has been at locations he owned that fake, or you're not gonna do that?
Oh, I'm going to. I'm bringing up Project Fear.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Oh shit. I've got it all. We've already had. Me and him have already had a chat about it. Like,
I just want to make sure because I we like to call out fakers, so I want to make sure it's all the
I
way.
don't know if Adam's gonna get mad that I'm gonna say this, but I was talking to. Oh my god! I just got mock on the Spirit Talker. I got mock. I was like, because we were talking about people faking in the thing, and I was like, I have some people that I'm upset with that have faked stuff at your locations, and he's like, oh, you're talking about the Spirit Stalkers? He's like, oh wait, they're not big enough to be worried about.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Well, and if the spirit stalkers ever listen to this or want to say something, you're more than welcome on the podcast. We welcome you.
You come
here's
on.
the thing.
Tell your story.
I've invited them onto my pod. They'll never come on my podcast, but I've invited them as Spirit Stalkers. If you see this, because I know you have your fans come and like watch my shit all the time. I see you all.
Yeah, stalkers.
Yeah, here you go. This is for you guys. Hello.
They call me Stalker. By the way, they said I showed one of those.
That's the demonic side coming out.
They said that I showed up to a location and tried breaking in while they were investigating. They said that I hit the place with a laser pointer. I didn't. That's the thing. I made a joke in a private group chat that was poorly timed. I was like, oh, I'm going to go there and do this. And then somebody went and did it. And I'm like, fuck. But like, I'm going to drive. Listen, I have a full-time job. I work 60, 70 hours a week. Plus I run a paranormal business on top of that. I do not have the time to drive an hour and 20 minutes away to go to a paranormal location, try to break in and shoot it up with a laser pointer and then drive back an hour. Listen, I like sleep. Okay. So
not to mention you have kids.
Yes. Plus I have kids and a demon.
Yeah.
So,
you have an attachment at your house, so you can't go too far. She'll whoop your ass if you do.
Speaking of that, I actually have to go tend to my demon. I really appreciate you guys allowing me to come on and talk about controversy and be a smart ass this whole night.
We love it. We love it.
Normal. That's normal.
I love it.
Hey, Cody, I'll see you in a couple weeks. John may be there, not sure yet, but
you should come to Penhurst. It's gonna be fun.
Well, I did have a table there, but some unfortunate things happened, and I had to cancel the table. But
yeah, Randy, the show's not over. It's usually on till 11.
Yeah, we're on for 2 hours. So,
Yeah, I'm just getting off because I'm gonna go spend time. The spirit talker said, "I feel free now." Um, yeah, that's what she said. No, I'm just getting off because I'm gonna go spend time with the wife because we don't really get much time to spend together. So,
yeah, man, go ahead. And get
but I
yourself a-
appreciate it, and you guys should come on my show sometime.
anytime.
I would
Yeah.
love that. We can continue this chat on another day,
Definitely,
Yeah.
man.
and I'll
Anytime.
schedule that show for 2 hours. By the way, I'm changing the day. I'm not going to do my show on Saturdays anymore. Next week is like my last Saturday show. Actually, I lied because I'm doing a live at Penhurst, but I'm going to be switching to another day in the week just because most people are investigating on Saturday nights. So it's kind of hard to get good people if they're all investigating on a Saturday night. So, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for
dude.
coming on, Cody, man. It was great. He just vanished like a demon.
We got a demon in the chat. We gotta stop the AIDS.
Oh my god. Africa, please stop AIDS. That's some bullshit right there.
I
Probably
wonder
one
if
of
that's one of her aliases.
one of our stalkers. You fucking stalker.
That's funny.
Stop the AIDS. Like I highlighted that one.
You got to.
AIDS. Oh my god, man.
Dude, that's good. Nah, Cody's cool, man. He's pretty logical. I mean, there's some stuff we disagree on, but he's actually able to talk about it and not be a child about it. So.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, man. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, so he investigates slightly different, but like that cat ball video, I can't explain how that thing rolled the way it did. A little odd.
That was actually pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I thought
was.
you would enjoy that because that's something I know we talked about doing on the podcast. It has people send in video submission, and we'll go over what we honestly think, and say,
Yeah.
hey, it's we believe this could be paranormal, or we think you're full of shit. And
Yeah.
if you do send it in, don't get mad if we think it's full of shit. How many fake friend requests did you get this week? Probably like 20 to 30, Chris.
Yeah. I
I
had
don't
some.
know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't
I
really
had a
count
couple.
them, but yeah, I'm sure probably 20 to 30.
Yeah.
Just like Chris, I had 5 to 10 phone calls this week from people saying, "We watched your podcast and it's not amusing." We don't give a fuck. we don't do it for the amusement. We do it because we want to do it.
That was like the Taps family. We don't find that amusing. I didn't fucking ask you if it was amusing or not.
Thanks, John. I'll never be part of the Taps family now because of you.
You don't want to be, trust me. I was a part of it for too many fucking years, I think. You know what I mean? I'm just like, wow. Definitely all the shit that's happened opened my eyes to a whole lot of shit that I was kind of had a blinder to, because I wasn't really involved in social media like that. But now that I am, like I was really focused on seeing what was really going on in the fucked up circus of the paranormal community. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this shit because they're all in cahoots. All these phony fuckers are all in cahoots, man. And it's like, oh man, you can't talk about this person. You can't talk about they're my best friends. But then they're all talking about the same person that we're talking about behind their back. I'm just like,
dude, I don't care.
Fuck them, man.
It's ridiculous. People saying, we see John's pictures. We don't think they're funny. We do. I think they're fucking hilarious.
I didn't fucking ask you if you thought it was funny or not.
Look, I'll tell you, when I'm at work, I'm having a bad day, and I open it up and I see Hannibal and Annabelle on a boat, I fucking laugh. I'm like, this is great.
And I'm gonna reiterate that. Hannibal says, ew. How you like that shit? That's my haunted demonic hand. Found that on the job site.
Yeah, in that old abandoned asylum you were working at.
Yeah, it was demonic. It was demonic asylum, and Hannibal jumped out and jumped in my toolbox.
Yeah, it was funny. It jumped out with the middle finger. It just somehow it just worked perfectly.
I walked by it and I said, "Hey, you fat fucker, going home with you." I said, "You're not giving me a rub and tug. That's for damn sure." Oh man. Yeah, I find the paranormal community really funny now.
Yeah.
I could give a fuck what they think about me, man. Because I don't do the shit that they do, man. You know what I mean? I never have. Never
Yeah.
have. Like I've done, public stuff, but very far and in between. And when I do it, it's usually with my group or somebody like you guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's it. I don't
we had a good time this
do it.
past year.
Yeah, dude, we had a lot of stuff happen too, which was
Yeah.
pretty awesome. But as far as doing investigations with these people, nah, I'm good. I'm good, man. I do my own thing. I always have. And I think that's what irks a lot of people is, I don't need those fucking pay places to go to investigate because I already have a great standing, so I get a lot of cases. That shit doesn't mean nothing to me. So Africa with the stop HIV/AIDS virus can fuck off. That's that's a fucking troll. Another one.
I just laugh. I
Oh
think they're
man,
funny. When they come in here and they talk shit, it's my favorite. It really is.
it is.
Because all
It
it
highlights
does
the whole night.
it just boosts the numbers and puts our podcast at the top of Facebook or any other thing. So it's just great because it's just like, all right, cool, thanks. You're just getting us more attention. That's where the BAM goals are at. Don't care what anyone thinks. We did our own thing. We have fun with each other and respect the places we
Yeah,
go to. Yeah, Brandy, and
exactly.
that's why me and John kind of do this. Is we're tired of that shit. So we kind of came together and we're like, we want to call out the bullshit, the frauds, and kind of make like a good platform where everybody can talk. I'm not even gonna say community, but a good platform where everybody can talk that kind of feel the same way. And if you want to vent and you want to say something in the chat or even on here, come on and talk about it.
Yeah,
And
we'll
if
let you come on.
people hate you, they hate you. If they like you,
Yeah,
they like you. To me,
well,
it doesn't matter.
here's the thing in the paranormal community. If they hate you, it's usually for a good reason.
Yeah.
That you're speaking up against their fucking bullshit. So and they're always gonna make themselves look like they're the fucking good guys. You know what I mean? We're the good guys because we all stand together and we take selfies of each other in front of haunted places, and they're
Yeah.
just fucking full of shit. You know what I mean? And I don't give a fuck.
They're the
You want to
entertainers.
message me? Yeah, you want to message me. I'll tell you exactly what I'll say on here. I'll say it to your motherfucking face anywhere, in a Paracon, anywhere. And Brandon attests to it. I've done it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I've done it.
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit. You're not scaring me. I'm not scared of none of you. I don't give a fuck how many paranormal celebrities you know. They can all kiss the crack of my ass. I don't care. And that's where it's at. So
John,
you can put out a million podcasts about me because as soon as one of these podcasts was something out about me and says my name, you're fucking gonna be on here. I'm gonna blast you on this bitch.
yeah,
So
Bad Boys will be played next time.
yeah, I'll bust out the bad boys. But bad boys, you can be on here too. So
Hey, John, did you make a
stay in your
Facebook
lane.
page? Did you make a Facebook page for Reality Overload podcast, or is it still through the old one? Because they were
I
saying,
made
what
a
is a
new one,
podcast called? Okay. Yeah, so Reality Overload podcast.
the
And
reality
then
overlay. Yep.
Yeah, and then Brandy or Melanie, if you guys, I think you're same team, if I'm not mistaken, but you guys ever want to come on together, you're more than welcome.
Yeah,
Again,
you got something to speak out about? Speak it out. We want to hear people that
that's the problem, John. We talked about in the paranormal field. Everybody's such a
they're
bitch.
afraid to say
They don't
shit.
want to say anything. But then when we do it, we get all these messages in private or phone calls, and they're like, "We support you guys. We just don't want you guys. We don't want everyone else to know." Well, if you
Yeah,
support me and you want to call me, then come out and fucking say something. Don't be like, "Oh, hey guys, you were right. We're sorry." No, come out
yeah.
and say it.
They're
Come on
more
here.
worried about what somebody thinks of them than doing the right fucking thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And doing the right thing, dude. I'll be a whistleblower all fucking day long because it's doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, just like what me and Brandon were at odds about some shit. That I called out somebody that he thought was his friend. You know what I mean? And he was full of shit. And
Yeah.
we were at odds for a minute about it. You know what I mean? And I was just like, dude, he's a fucking phony. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he called him doing the shit. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And I'm just like, I told you, dude, he's a fucking fraud, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't a whole part that we were arguing, but we did, come to an agreement, agreement as men. We're like, dude, he's like, yeah, dude, I was wrong. We should, and we
We had a
actually
good
became
conversation. Yeah.
great friends behind all that bullshit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
we had a really good conversation after that.
Yeah. And everybody said, you guys are the frauds. We seen that video. That makes it look like you guys are the frauds. How in the fuck does that make me look like a fraud? I didn't drop the marble. He did. I did. I didn't do it. He did it.
Well, like Cody was saying, you see these fucking YouTube things, and they're like, "Oh, this is fresh," like the teeth thing, but yet he was there 9 days before and had it happen. It was already there. So it's like shit like that. Just come on, man.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to be an entertainer, paranormal entertainer, that's fine. That's cool. My personal problem is some of these fucking people that are paranormal entertainers, like Zach Baggins and the whole fucking Ghost Adventurers dickheads. Is they're going into people's houses and they're saying everything's demonic. They're saying there's really a bad shit there when there's not, and they're just not logical. And then they use it for ratings for a show. And that's where I have a problem.
Yeah.
If you're an entertainer, cool, stay in your lane. If you're a true paranormal investigator, where you're going to historical societies, pulling records, calling like the non-emergency police line, and asking if any murders took place at a location, things along them lines, you got my respect. But it's when the entertainers cross over to the investigators is my real problem. Because
Yeah.
John will tell you, I've had it. Angel, one of my investigators here, we've been to a place where some other team has went and they made the people more scared than actually fucking help them. And that's
Yeah.
not what I'm for. I'm there to help them and make sure they can sleep in their bed at night.
Yeah. And I don't care about ratings and I don't care about followers. It's not why I do this shit. If we get followers, fine. If not, I don't really care either. But I am going to get my fucking point across out here that these people are phonies and people need to start standing up against it so we can take the paranormal community back to what it used to be. Because right now, this shit is bullshit. This stuff out here is bullshit, and I'm never going to be a part of it. So if they think they're hurting me by putting my name out on the paranormal community platform, like I give two fucking shits, you're sadly mistaken, because what I do has nothing to fucking do with that platform. You can put my name out there all you want, but when you put my name in your mouth, you fucking believe one thing, your name is gonna be on this podcast, and I'll be fucking relentless on it every week. Every fucking week, every goddamn week on here, and every day I'll post shit and fuck with you. So I don't care. And you can send a cease and desist letter. I'll wipe it up my fucking ass with it. I'm tired of these people, man. They have ruined what used to be a good community. They really have. Any people out here, to think these paranormal celebrities have advanced paranormal research are out of their fucking minds. You're out of your mind. You forgot about people like Dr. Barry Taft, Lloyd Auerbach. These guys are real paranormal parapsychologists that have done thousands of cases over the years. These people have forgot about these people. You don't even hear their names. Never. I mean, dude, Dr. Barry Taft, 50 years in the paranormal field. 50 fucking years. That's a long time, dude.
How many
Time.
how many paracons, how many big events, how many speaking things that he was invited to?
I've only seen him at one.
My point.
And that was at Phenomenology. It used to be in Gettysburg, and that's where I met him at. And
Yeah.
but I've followed him since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's been in the paranormal field since the 70s, dude. The 60s. Christ, he's a pioneer in the paranormal field. People might say he's crazy or this or that. Dude, he's done over 4,000 cases, dude. 4,000 cases. You know what I mean?
You can read.
crazy.
I mean, John, you sent me some of his stuff. You can read online, and a lot of it's logical and makes sense. Just
Yeah.
fucking have an open brain to it. Like,
Yeah.
don't be
I
stupid.
mean, all these para celebrities sell out for this. Ching, 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 ching. They sell out for the money, man. It ain't about the research anymore. It's about how much money they can pull in.
Dude, it's
And
so
it's
funny you
terrible.
mentioned that because myself and Doug, we have conversations all the time, and we were ever saying if we got big, you know how like you go to these paracons and events and shit like this, and people will charge for photographs and charge for
Yeah.
signed shit and all this. Doug was like, I would never charge. He's like, because half these people you don't know, they could have traveled 6-7 hours to come meet you, and you're the one celebrity they want to meet, and then you're like, all right, well, in order to meet me and take a picture is $40. He's like, that's so fucked up. He was like, you're already getting paid from networks. Some of them have a fucking endorsement deals, like other shit. Like, he's like, I would never do it. He's like, it's not about that to me. He's like, because guess what? I was a person that admired some of these celebrities like Taps and stuff like that. He's like, and I got to meet him, and he's like, all they did was hand out, like, all right, pay me, and then you can come meet me. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Again,
Yeah.
and then I wouldn't want to. Being on a show would be cool, but if I ever had a show, and I told you this, John, mine would want to be just doing residential cases because I feel like all these fucking celebrities has forgotten where they came from and what got them big. When's the last time you've honestly seen a Taps show since they came back as Taps do a residential case? It's mostly all these big fucking places. But the residential ones were the best episodes I enjoyed. Because I
Yeah.
remember them when I was younger going and saying, "Hey, we went to your house, we debunked this, we debunked that, and we don't think anything's there." And that's the type of shit I like because I've been on cases where you catch not a damn thing. But
Yeah.
now it's no matter where anyone goes, they always catch something.
Yeah. Yep. It's I don't know, man. It's just not a community I want to be a part of. Even though I have a lot of cool friends, really good friends in the paranormal community. But man, it just ain't the paranormal community it used to be, dude. A lot of good people stepped away from it, and because they were like, man, what the fuck happened to this thing? And I was like, dude, you know what happened? All these egotistical maniacs. It like I said before, man, it's like a haven for fucking lowlifes now. You got
Yep.
the frauds, the liars, sexual fucking predators, chomos, uh,
Melanie was a
fucking,
demon.
fucking scammers. I mean, dude, it's all platform for people that think they're gonna be famous, rich. I guess like a social media entertainer, or I don't know what the fuck they are. They're just it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Yeah,
It
they're
is. It's
ridiculous.
ridiculous, man. It's terrible. I get tired of seeing it. Like every fucking post on there is like
Dude,
big event this weekend, a big event that weekend. Dude, fucking
TikTok's the
have
worst,
at it.
man. TikTok is
Fucking
the
have
worst.
at it. You fucking have that shit, man. I don't want that shit. I hope they unfriend me, block me, all of them, man. Because
They won't do that.
I'm
They're too
giving them a
fucking
chance
nosy.
to. I'm giving them a chance to.
Well,
Fucking do it because
they're too
they're getting
fucking
ready to
nosy.
they're getting ready to get crushed out of here anyway. So because I don't want to see them anymore.
I'm just
On
saying
some
they're
fucking
too
bullshit.
fucking nosy. They need to know everything that's going. I feel like yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things ruining locations. The fucking people that go there, the overcharging of some locations. There's a lot. There's a lot wrong.
Yeah.
Paranormal.
Yeah, that whole thing with the public places, I don't, it doesn't really affect what I do. It never has because I don't really do it. You know what I mean? So what they do, I see what they do, and it's just them making a business out of it. You know what I mean? Which is if that's what you want to do, fine. But that's not what I do. Um, and unfortunately, a lot of people that are in that shit are fairly new in the paranormal. They don't have a lot of years of experience in this shit. And to go out and you see them, they're on TV shows or they're doing this or they're doing that. You have no fucking experience in the paranormal field whatsoever. But there they are. These are the fucking experts now. A bunch of clowns that have 3 or 5 years of experience of doing it. Oh yeah, I've been in so many haunted places and they're experts now. I'm like, there are
Yeah,
no experts, dude.
like the
There
people
are
that's
none.
been investigating for 3 years that have done like 17 demonic cases in 3 years. Right. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Melanie, for what else is ruining locations is the location owners themselves. I know,
Yeah.
and I won't mention names, and John wants to, he can, but I know of locations that have made a post saying we don't want this fraud shit to happen at our locations, and then they message people like myself or John and say, "Hey, can you take that post down? We never gave you permission to say that shit."
Yeah. That's
That's
happened.
that's you back up on your word. If
Yeah.
you're running a location, stay true to your word. When you want to be like, "Oh my God, we're gonna support a group that's frauds." That's where you lose people. That's a place I think John, you admitted we kind of wanted to go there, and then as soon as you got that message, we're like, "Yeah, fuck that, we're not going anymore."
Yeah. I'm like, if if you're gonna stand on some shit, like you say you stand on the truth. I stand on the truth. Always have. Never lied to anybody about shit. I stand on it. And if you can't stand on your word, then why fucking say it? You know what I mean? Don't say something and then not stand on it. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna do that. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, people like us, when you do this shit, you're hated for it. You know what I mean? They hate you for it because you're telling the truth. and they know you're telling the truth. You don't even have to say half these people's fucking names because they already throw their hat in the fucking game. They know you're talking about them, so they just like, here's my hat. Yeah, I'm throwing it in. Hey, why are you talking about me?
I love
Yeah,
catching people in lies. That's my favorite.
yeah. Like, dude, you're fucking lying. You're a liar. Plain and simple. Your whole MO is fucking out the door. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
don't have to say anything. You already throw yourself in the fucking game because you're stupid. You know, you think you're smart, but you're stupid. And
Yeah.
I ain't got
Melanie,
time for them.
Melanie's right. Yeah, I totally feel that. Melanie, I got a phone call not too long ago just telling me I was wrong. So, and I'm the bad guy and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I
I'll
didn't
be
want
that
to bother.
fucking bad guy. I'll be that bad guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. You want to come over here and you want to hear some true shit? I'll tell you some true shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you want a platform to come to where you want to tell the truth about some shit, you come on over here. You can say whatever you got to say here. I don't give a shit.
And the best
doesn't
part
matter.
is you'll actually get our support and we'll back you and respect you even
Yeah.
more.
I'll
'Cause it takes
support
balls.
somebody that tells the truth. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to support somebody that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. That is not going to happen. And yes, I cuss. I say fuck. I say shit because I'm a fucking person. I'm real. I'm not this phony fucker that stands behind some shit. He said, fuck. You believe that? Yes.
Yes. Yes, I can.
did. I'll be that bad guy, man. I don't give a shit because I'm standing on the truth, man.
Melanie sounds like our type of person. I think they need to come on.
Yeah,
That's
you
my
need to come
opinion.
on.
You guys gotta
You need
come
to
on.
come on.
You guys gotta tell us some of the shit since we don't know you guys. You gotta tell us some of the shit you guys have ran into. Because
Yeah.
you don't have to use names if you want to. Go ahead, because we don't give a shit. We
You
do.
don't have to use names because them
But-
motherfuckers are already threw their hat in the game. They'll know you're talking about them.
Oh, so speaking of that, Brandy, you'll like this one. So people taking a story you told and use it in a long or total wrong way, not the way it was told. So yeah, so we went to this one place we no longer associate with, and they're filming a YouTube show there now. And John will laugh because he knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're telling this story about how there's witchcraft and all this other and fucking hoodoo and voodoo never been documented. There's no fucking proof. That's what they're preaching now because they're not catching anything. And then the best part is these people fucking hate us. They literally despise me, and they definitely hate John 100%. Well, they go into this
I know
location.
they hate me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Me too. But they go into this location and they go upstairs into the attic and they're like, yeah, some people even leave like or I wouldn't even call it sacrifice, but some people leave like goodies for the spirits and they bring up the chocolate bar and like a cigar or there was like an empty alcohol bottle, or I think I don't remember. I know it wasn't empty when we left it, but our team left the shit there. They hate us, and then they put us in their episode without even knowing. And I think that's fucking great. And I didn't comment. I didn't say anything because you know what? Every time you do it, and the best part is they can't deny it, John, because we have a video, and one of our guests that I went on a podcast with came with us, and she fucking recorded us donating it and giving it to the spirits because the rumor was there was a angry guy in the attic, which there was a little hostile feeling. I mean, John, you walked around that place. You got to admit there was some feels there.
Yeah, some rub my ass in there.
Yeah, right. No, actually, John did have activity there though on the side.
I
Note.
did have activity. It was
But
pretty cool.
yeah, we went up there and we talked to the guy like a human. We're like, look, we're hosting a public event for this location. They're trying to fix some of the place up. You know, it'd be really cool if like you calm down for the night and we'll tell your story right because we feel like your story's being told wrong. Which the story was he hung himself after he starved his kid. Then we did EVP session and we actually got intelligent answers saying, I didn't do that or stop. You know, they were like, do you want them to tell you or stop telling your story? And we got stop. To me, that is a clear indication that you're telling a wrong fucking story. It would piss me off too. So again, we went up, we did this. I wouldn't even call it a ceremony, but this donation to the spirit, and it was fine. It was fucking quiet that night. There was no there was activity up there, but nothing bad. Where like people felt like they were gonna get attacked before. But again, it's funny we ended up on the show, and I'm not. If they see this, they either have two options: take the video down and lose that episode of the show, or leave it up and we're forever imprinted in their show. So either way, it's a fucking win in my book.
Yeah, I tried to stomach through some of that shit, and I'm just like fucking couldn't do it. I'm like, I can't do it, dude. I just can't do it.
I tried, man. I tried, but
I have bad flashbacks to that one night when we were there. I
all
was
right.
like, I'm waiting for fucking Thomas to appear.
I will say my favorite memory with you at that place is when you got locked in the bathroom. That by
Yeah, that
far
was
was
fucking
my
weird.
favorite fucking moment.
That was so weird. I was ready to kick the fucking door off the hinges. I was like, what the fuck's going on with this bathroom? Dude, I'm trying taking a piss. I turn around. I'm like, hey, I can't get out. I'm like, yo, I'm banging on the door. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here?
Yeah, I think the best part is you come out and you're like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Did you lock me in the bathroom? Like I didn't touch the bathroom.
Yeah, and it
What are
locks
you
from
fucking talking
inside.
about?
Yeah, and it doesn't like lock when you shut the door. You have to literally flick the latch over, which is cool. Was I had a recorder going outside, and you can hear me taking a piss, which my back is to the door, and you can hear me pissing, and you hear the latch go click. It clicks over like something. It clicks. It locks me in the bathroom, and I didn't know that that's where the lock was. And I went to open the door, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why is this door locked?" And I'm like, "This little motherfucker's holding that door or something, right?" And I'm like trying to open. I'm like, "What's going on with this door?" Now, like, look at the top and I see the little latch and I flick it over and it was locked. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't lock this thing. I was like, dude,
John didn't even know where the lock was.
yeah. I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know where the lock was. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
I
when you
sat to see it.
when you went through the door and turned the corner and saw how far away I was, I could tell you're like, that makes no damn sense
Yeah, I was
whatsoever.
like, I thought you locked me in the bathroom because I couldn't get the fuck out. I was like, this is weird as shit.
Dude, that shit was funny.
That sucked,
That
man.
was.
Because that night when we were there, I did hear a disembodied voice in the back. Actually, me
Yeah.
and the owner heard it. Yeah, she was like, did you hear that woman's voice? I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, it said something like I'm here or so. I think I sent that to you.
Yeah.
I might have sent it to you.
You did, but that was so long ago. I don't even
Yeah, it
remember.
was really clear. It was actually pretty cool. And then
I mean, I got that one EVP in the same area, back in that back area, and we asked because one of the spirits' name is rumored to be Thomas. And we said, Thomas, are you here with us? And we get, I'm still here, called on EVP. So it was kind of cool. You know,
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
it was
I like
definitely cool.
intelligent answers like that. That's what I like.
It was definitely cool. I had a good time until
The
that
rest of the
bullshit.
shit, yeah, tell the
Until
rest
that
of the shit.
until that fuckery
Yeah,
happened. I was like, what the fuck is this? That's
dude,
still funny, man. That was funny as shit. I was like, wow,
yeah,
man, this is fucking like some shit like Ghost Adventures would be doing or something. Like, just like, what the fuck?
hey, don't
Listen.
talk about them and their fucking demonic house calls, all right?
Oh
Got
my
a whole
god,
season
dude.
dedicated to it.
Demonic
Dude,
house
it just
calls.
keeps getting worse. I keep looking at it and watching it. It just keeps fucking getting worse, dude.
Yeah,
It
man.
really is.
They've made the paranormal shit like ridiculous.
Here's one. Here's one that they preach. Ashes. You know, family members' ashes. That having your family members' ashes in your house increases activity because when you collect the ashes, you don't know whose all ashes you're getting. You're bringing it to your house.
I mean, you don't know whose all ashes you're getting. You might be getting a mixture of different people. I don't know.
They're saying that every case they've ever been on that was bad was a mixture of ashes. Uh,
I can say one thing about some ashes that happened to me that I couldn't really fucking explain. This lady, a friend of my wife's, said she bought this. Damn, these fucking glasses are all fucked up. She bought this bracelet with all these charms on it, and when she bought this bracelet, a lot of weird shit started happening. So she said, "Would you take a look at it?" So I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm not into the whole fucking haunted relic shit, you know what I mean?" But yeah, I'll look at it, you know. So I looked at it, had it in my house, you know, and I noticed it had these little things that went around it that hung off of it. I had like two of them.
yeah.
So I was looking at it and I turned it and it turned, and I was like, oh, it's like a vial or something. And I loosened it. And sure enough, dude, it was somebody's ashes in there. I was like, oh, fuck, this is somebody's ashes. So I tightened it back up, set it on my, matter of fact, my living room is right out here. This is my little podcast room.
Yeah.
And I set it on the table and I fell asleep on the couch. And when I woke up, I had to go to work and I went up to get a shower. And when I was getting a shower, I was like, my fucking arm was burning, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? My arm was burning like hell, dude. And I look over and I had 3 scratches on my arm, like a cat scratched me. And I don't own a fucking cat. And my dog is big. Like if a dog scratches you, you're gonna leave big ass whelps. And I don't have nails, as you can see. I mean, I don't have any.
You scratch yourself.
Yeah, I'm like
You just
3
admitted
big.
it.
Dude, they were like big. They were big, man. They were like all the way across my fucking arm, right? And I'm like, but it looked like a cat, like cat scratches, like real fine, like a cat would scratch you. Yeah, and I'm like, how in the fuck did I get these scratches on my arm? I couldn't explain where they came from, and it was kind of weird. So next day, I called the lady. I was like, yeah, you need to take wherever you got this back, take that shit back to where you got it from. Because I don't know, I had some weird shit happen in my scratch. Like, I don't know where these scratches came from, but here they are. You know what I mean? But it wasn't a demon or no. There was 3 scratches. It was demonic, but no, it was
Never
weird.
know.
It was fucking weird. I can't explain it. I don't know where they came from. I didn't even know I was scratching until I got a shower and I put soap on. I was putting soap on and it was stinging. I was like, fuck. I was like, oh shit, dude. Like, scratch? What the fuck is that? I couldn't tell you where it came from. Didn't know. But
Yeah, it's
wasn't
also
a
funny
demon.
because you never
Don't
know
know.
if it was. You never know if it was. I'll use attached for now, but you don't even know if it was because of that. It could have been anything at that fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, I have had
know?
things that follow me home. Like it happened, activity happened for a couple of weeks. Not nothing major, but shit happened. Like I heard voices, I heard disembodied voices, I heard fucking banging and shit when no one was here. Like sounding like a whole dresser fell over above this room where my daughter's room is.
Yeah.
It sounded like a whole fucking dresser just fell over. And I was like, what the fuck? I thought the dog got up, I left the door open and the dog pulled something off of the dresser or something. And I go upstairs and the door's shut. And I'm like, what the fuck? I opened the door and I'm like, nothing's out of place. And I came back down here. Actually, I do all my review in here. And it did it again. It was just loud boom. It shook the fucking floor. I was like, what the fuck? I go back up there again. There's nothing out of place, dude, but the whole fucking floor shook. I was like, what the fuck? I still don't know what the fuck made that noise. And there's no pipes that run under here, no water pipes. It's nothing, just ceiling. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what it was, dude. But yeah, it was strange. It's definitely strange. But yeah, we got you got Penhurst coming up in a couple weeks here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm still good for next week, and then the next 2 weeks after that I'm out because we have Penhurst. Unless you feel like doing something from Penhurst.
Yeah, if I can make it. I
Yeah.
don't know. My
Yeah,
wife's
because
birthday.
I paid for power, so we could always do a little mini setup there because we already have the power. And then the
I
weekend
gotta
after
get
that,
you.
we
I
have
gotta
a
meet you
restoration.
somewhere and give you this.
Yeah, I know. I gotta put it on my table. Well, the thing is, I gotta get that glass case for the marble, so that way it can hold the marble.
Yeah.
So that way you can have a demonic marble and a demonic doll all together. Hand.
Put a little crazy glue on it and stick it on the end of it.
Yes.
Oh, dude, they're gonna hate you.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. We have I got new business cards in. I don't know if I can show them. I redid our business cards.
You got a marble on it?
No, we actually debated on. We actually debated. So I don't know. Okay, so yeah, there's the new kind of look of it. I know some cut in and out, and then there's that. So like we redid the back of it, but Doug wants to. We did last year. We did take a card, leave a card. So if you were a business or whatever, take a card, leave a card. That way, because Penhurst is so big, and last year there was like 6,000 people that walked through the doors. So I didn't get to go see everybody. I didn't get to see what everybody was selling. I just never made it to it.
Yeah.
So we did take a card, leave a card. So this year Doug wants to do take a card or take a marble, leave a card. So we bought a basket and we bought marbles. So
Yeah, we'll just
you
do
can
like
take
this.
marbles.
Look, we'll just do like this, and you can glue the marble right in between the fingers.
I got it. It's covered. It's covered.
Put it right there.
Dude, that's great.
Oh, dude, they ain't
Fucking
gonna
great,
say that,
dude.
man. A bunch of fucking bitches, man. That's all
I
they do
don't
is
care.
run their fucking mouth over this, dude. When you see them in person, they're running away. Dude, it's like they'll talk a lot of shit. Oh, when I see you, I'm gonna call you this. I'm gonna call you that. I'm gonna fucking call it right back to you. What do you think? I'm fucking scared of you? I'm not scared of you, motherfuckers, man. You can suck my ass, dude. 100%.
Reminds me of your phone conversation the other day we had with the car.
Yeah,
The person with the car.
I'm fucking scared of you people. You're out of your mind. A fucker. Fuck you people, man. You bunch of clowns, dude.
Whatever.
We're gonna shun you from the paranormal community. Well, please do. Because that ain't no paranormal community, man. That shit's a fucking joke. You know, and they're too bad, man, because there's a lot of really good people in the paranormal community, but there's a lot of bad ones, dude.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
more
dude.
bad than good. And it's sad, man, because
It is.
they're all afraid to say shit. They're all afraid to say what we're saying because they don't want to be talked about. They don't want to be ridiculed. They don't want to be shunned from that community. But dude, I don't live my fucking life on social media, dude. I don't give a fuck if social media disappeared tomorrow. It's not going to bother me one way or the other. It's not going to affect what I do.
No.
I'm just tired of these people fucking thinking they're going to get away with shit and nobody's going to say anything about it, dude. I'm definitely going to say some shit about it. And I don't care if you like me or you don't. You know, I sat around for a lot of years and just let
Said
shit
nothing.
go by idle. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
not anymore. Nope.
Well, you know what I've realized, and I learned it last year, and John, we kind of had this talk off the air, is you know, pair of unity, and I tried to be that way because you know there's too much hate in the world, and there's too
Oh, I
much
did
other,
too.
there's
I
too
did
much,
too.
there really is too much hate and just too much drama in the world, and you know having a shitty president and all these other things. I wanted to try to believe that you could have a you know good cause, but the people that preach this fucking pair of unity shit the hardest are fucking frauds, man. And it took what I went through this
Yep.
past year to really open my eyes and see that these people that are like this and want the attention. I mean, I've had groups reach out to me where they're like, "Oh, we believe in para unity." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And then they literally message me and they're like, "Hey, so you want to join our group?" No, I have my own. I'm doing way better shit than you're doing. If you're coming into my chat or if you're fucking private messaging me, ask me if I want to or join your group is shit, and that's just the way I feel about it. You know, it's ridiculous. It
Yeah.
really
I
is.
mean,
If I
I'm
need
just,
help if I need help, like we talked about, John, if I need an extra investigator, I'll call you. You know,
yeah.
just like you said, if you go to a big place and it's 8 stories fucking tall, you give me a shout and say, "Hey, can I borrow 1 or 2 of your investigators? That way we can investigate this properly." You know,
Yeah.
it's just common sense and being you know, nice. You stupid, man. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, we all got our own way of doing shit. You know what I mean? I understand that 100%. I do 100%. Um, but people take a lot of this shit now, like these phone apps and all this shit, and act like you know they're catching paranormal phenomena on like Ghost Tube and you know the SLS. With, you know, they're in a fucking cemetery talking about the cult. What the fuck is that
Mapping
video
out the
saying?
headstones.
Yeah, the fucking what was it? The headless horseman or some shit.
Oh, yeah, the one I sent you with the headless horseman.
Yeah, I was like,
Nobody's
what the
seen this.
fuck?
It's on TikTok. If you follow the above and below page, I'm not trying to like plug in my shit here, but if you find us, add me. I will fucking send you this video. I sent it to John and I said, "This is what these fucktards are
Yeah,
calling paranormal evidence now. They're at a cemetery with the headless horseman and they catch an apparition on the SLS, so they say, and they literally have the head looks like it's missing, but it's mapping out the top of the headstone."
yeah,
And dude, it's ridiculous. I sent John another one, and this person is literally in somebody's home. First of all, you should never fucking film that anyway for people to see. You know, depending on what's shown in it, or without permission. But two, they're fucking moving around the room and recording, and they have like all this fucking dust kicked up, and they're like, "Oh, thank you for the orb." Fuck you mean it's an orb?
yeah. It's
You're
tough.
walking around a room that has carpet. You are kicking up fucking dust. Stop it. There's no damn
Yeah,
orb.
yeah. Like Brandy says, you know, common sense is sparse in the paranormal world. It really is. It's
Worse in the whole world.
dude. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, it is in the
I mean,
world. She did say in the world, and in the paranormal world, it's
yeah,
really bad.
yeah.
These
I
people
mean,
are in like fantasy fucking island, man, with some of this shit. You're just
trust
like,
me, we have
why,
controversies
man?
over here.
Why? You know what I mean? Yeah,
Dude,
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 definitely.
it's like that post I had last week where you know, it was a two gender thing and whatever. I'll talk about it because I don't give a fuck. You know, it says there's more than two genders, and literally there's a shirt on Amazon that said there are more than two genders, and then underneath it literally says men fit or women fit. But I thought there's more than two genders, so how can there only be two fits?
Yeah, I mean, you're
I mean,
male or female, one of the two.
it's it's ridiculous. And then I sent you that one video today, John, where they went to a college campus and they said, "Well, we're on a diverse college campus. If I don't say the right answer, they'll pick on me. So I'm scared to say that there's only two genders." And it's like you
It,
shouldn't be scared to say it. You should be able to have your fucking opinion.
this is how the paranormal community is. People
Yeah,
want to say what we're saying, but they're fucking afraid to, man. You know what I mean? They're afraid
yeah,
to say because they don't want to be chastised by people. They don't want to be shut out of doing like public investigations and shit like that. But that shit has no bearing on what I do. So they can take the public things and shove them up their ass. I could care less.
Hey,
Doesn't really matter to me.
I do public, so if anybody joins, I can teach them the right way to do things and try to guide them the right way. And then I do it to raise money for locations. That way they can fix, like Eric, for instance. He has a cool place now. He needs windows in his place. So, I do it so that way he can replace a window, he can replace the door, he can get electric and heat in there, whatever it is he needs. That's the type
Yeah.
of public I do. I don't pocket shit. I don't make a damn dime off of it. It costs me money to host public because half the time we buy
Yeah.
pizzas, we drive there, stuff like that. I don't make shit off of them. The only thing I may make is if somebody buys one of our shirts because
Yeah.
we have
Like,
shirts to sell, but
yeah,
that's
like
it.
we,
Other than that, we make nothing.
yeah, like we did Fort Mifflin. All that money went to Fort Mifflin, and the rest of the money went to buy snacks, food, coffee, water, snacks, and everybody got a personalized shirt.
Yeah.
All that shit costs money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we didn't make a fucking dime off any of it. Everything went back to Fort Mifflin, and it went to the people that paid to come. You know what I mean? And we didn't have a lot of. Well, we had like 20 some people there, almost 30 people. I think we had at Fort Mifflin, but everybody had fun. Everybody experienced things, and it was a good time. I had a great time.
Dude, I had a blast. I know you had work and shit that day. Sean said take the paranormal out of the issues and address them as simple. Well, you can't. You can't, Sean.
Yeah.
You can't do that because the fucktards are in the paranormal and that's all they want to talk about. So it's
Yeah.
as much as I love to take that out and just address them, I can't because they're here talking and spewing the bullshit. And that's what this is about.
Yeah.
What we talk about is real world shit, but also real paranormal community problems. Again, I don't want to be part of their community. I'll fucking start my own. We'll start with the real investigators that want to do the real shit and do it the right way. If you want to be that way, come to our side, so to speak. And if you don't, see ya.
It's not. It's I don't even want to call it a side. You know what I mean? It's just like fuck all the fakers, man. Like these frauds, man. They're just lying about shit, and it makes things a hell of a lot worse. Just like when we called out that guy, we knew he had fucking friends. You know what I mean? Like I told you how I was gonna go. I said, dude,
I got so many friend requests.
Like once you call one of these people out, man, faking shit, and we called them straight up, dude. Like it's not like and then they try to roll it back against us and say we were the frauds. I'm like, how the fuck is it even possible? I presented you the evidence. You have to be a fucking moron to not look at the video and say that the guy's faking shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even gonna say his name anymore because it's really not worth saying his fucking name. Like he's a turd, and if people want to believe him, then believe him and go, hang out with him, enjoy yourself. I don't care. It's just something that I'm not going to be a part of. You know what I mean? And it's bad. It's I would like to take the paranormal out of shit, but a lot of these fuckers, are hiding in the paranormal community. Unfortunately, with their bullshit.
Yeah, Sean must have came in late because he didn't get.
I know Sean.
Spew.
I know Sean's a good guy, man. I met him at the Bash. Him and Nick. They're really cool people,
awesome.
Man. But unfortunately, man, the paranormal world, community has. Unfortunately, man, it's like a haven for fucked up people now. You know what I mean? Like, it just is, dude. It was never like that before. But now it's just like
criminals.
Yeah, dude. Like they don't. They hear us talking to shit, but they don't know the half of some of the fucking people that you're going into these locations with. Yeah. They're not fucking good people, friends. I'm telling you.
Dude, fucking look up their name, look up their history, and
go
see what they have.
Fucking do a background check on them, and you will fucking be amazed at the shit that these people have done.
Sexual
it will blow
assault.
Your fucking mind. And I was just like,
yeah,
they have no idea, man. And they're in the dark with these fucking people, and they're with kids, young women. There's been women in this field that have been sexually assaulted by some of these fucking assholes, and they're, and I've talked to them, and they're afraid to step forward about the shit because they're afraid of people in the paranormal community, what they're going to do to them. And that's a fucked up ass thing, man. Anybody that has children, kids, daughters, shit ain't right, man. It ain't
Yep.
right. It's fucked up, and I don't like it, and I'm not going to stand for it. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck who out there likes me and who doesn't. If you're, you're in the dark with some of these clowns, man, it's not fucking cool. They're predators, man. You know what I mean? Like, and they don't get it. They think we're sitting here fucking lying. I'm not lying. Dude, there's people that talk shit out there. I've pulled their name up and did a background check on them. They got a criminal record longer than this fucking house. You know what I mean? I'm just like, really?
Dude, I mean, that's the thing.
Really?
They
Like, come
have
on.
they have criminal records, as in, sexual assaults. They have had protective orders against them because of fucking things. They've had attempted murders, some of the people we've looked into, John. I mean, there's
Yeah.
just a list of fucking goes on. So anybody that wants to get into these things, like, look, I'm not telling you what to do, who to investigate with. Definitely do your research. I mean, things that happened to me this
Yeah.
year, all my members now are nationally background checked, not state, nationally.
Nationally, yeah. Mine
It's even
too.
on the new business card. It even says all members are nationally background checked. And
Yeah.
you can be cool as shit. Me and John could be cool as shit. I came back. John applies to my team, and I have a record. He's fucking off. Same with John. John doesn't do that shit.
Yeah. All my members are clean. All of them. And I
So
let any person that knows that's going to come on my team, dude, you got to get background checked. So if you have a record, don't even apply.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
just
I literally
not
have
gonna happen.
I literally got the binder. It's in my book bag. I have a paranormal book bag that I take everywhere with me, and one of the things in there is the binder with all the background checks. There's good to have anyway to review your members. Yeah, it's actually in here. But that one case, John, that we have coming up, we got contacted by a government agency, and the first thing they said is, "We know your background check. Can we see your folder?" So I pulled out the folder and I said,
Yeah.
"Here's this." And they said, "Can we have this copy?" I said, "No," but I said, "Next time I come back, I'll bring it to you," because I said I didn't know you would want a copy because some do, some don't. So they want a copy, and I said, "All right, here." So yeah, here's my binder. I know you can't really see it, kinda. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not showing
yeah.
it.
Ah! So,
It's
but yeah,
trying
that's
to.
what it yeah. So
Yeah.
it's literally every member's background checked, and then I just got 2 more, and I have theirs sitting in the folder. I just haven't printed it yet, but it's in our it's in my external hard drive. I just got to print it and then put it in there. But
Yeah.
everybody's
I
is done.
yeah, I have it on file on every client I do, and they get a copy of everybody's background check. Every client.
Yep.
So yep, here's a copy of all of my members. Here's their background check. Everybody's clean, and I do it every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yep.
You have to, man. You have to protect your clients from some of these people. These people are
Yeah.
fucking dangerous people. But you're the asshole for doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're the asshole for doing it. Like, I'm not a fucking asshole, dude. I'm not at all, dude. But I'm gonna address and like Sean said, he's saying take the paranormal out of the issue and address them. Well, here's the
I'd
thing,
love to.
right? Too, Sean, when we address them and you say their name publicly, then next thing you know, they want to come at you. Oh, we're gonna get a lawyer. We're gonna lawyer up and sue your it's defamation of our character and all this bullshit. But then they continue to do the same fucked up shit every day, day in, day out to people. And when people like us call them out, they want to fucking say you're gonna lawyer up. I'll lawyer up. I don't give a fuck. I got a job. I make good money. You want to get a lawyer? Fuck it. Bring it. I'll get a lawyer. You want to lawyer up? Let's do it. I'll see you in court. No problem. But it's they can go around talking shit about you, but when you say something about them, it's
The
the end of
victim
the
card.
world.
Gotta love the
Yeah.
victim card.
They'll talk mad shit about you, man. But when you say something about them, it's you're the fucking bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. I'm just telling the truth. You just can't
Yeah.
handle it.
To sum this up too, just want to say, something that pisses me off is these paranormal people are like, "I'm so great. I'm the expert. I'm this. I'm that." I'm Mr. Celebrity. I'm Mrs. Celebrity. Whatever you want to consider yourself. And they say they're real professional, but would a professional paranormal investigator take a so-called haunted item to a location with them? I mean, I think that's real fucking dickheadish move. You know.
Well, if it's allegedly possessed, which I don't think they are, but it's
But why take the
irresponsible.
chance? Why
It's
take the chance?
irresponsible. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's super irresponsible.
yeah,
You know, it,
irresponsible.
you just look like an ass, and that's exactly what you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a joke anymore, dude. But like I said, we're gonna call out the issues, man. If anybody wants to come on and you got an issue, dude, you want to come to a platform where people speak honestly, you can come on this platform, no problem. I'll have you on anytime.
Doesn't have to be paranormal either, because we talk about
No,
everything.
we talk
Real
about
world
everything.
shit too.
But I mean, we're paranormal investigators, but you know, we talk about anything. But
Yeah.
the big problem right now is in the paranormal community, man. There's a lot of great people in the paranormal community.
They
There's
get
a lot
overlooked.
but there's a lot of not so fucking great people in the paranormal community that you people would need to know about. To be honest,
Yep.
they're not honest. They're not good people, man. They're really
Yep.
not. So, you know, I'm sure there's going to be people out there to listen to it tonight, and they're going to throw their fucking hat in the game
And
because
we'll
they
get
know.
phone calls.
Yeah, well, they fucking call me if you want. You're going to get some fucking words you ain't going to like to hear. That's for sure. Take that to the bank. That's for damn sure. You can message me if you want. It ain't going to be a happy ending.
Yep.
For sure. Hey,
Yeah.
man, I didn't like that. I didn't say your name.
We don't care if you did or didn't anyway.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. But
We did
don't
it for
fucking
us, not
message
for
me.
you.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat, if you want to come on, I know Melanie, you've been cool. Brandy, you've been really cool. Chris, you know you're cool.
Yeah,
Sean,
Sean.
I've never got to talk to you, but you know,
He's a good guy. He's a good dude.
anybody
Man.
want to come on, feel free, talk with us. Anybody want to send over evidence to for us to play live, and we'll get opinions from the chat, and myself and John will be honest. If you can't take the criticism, then don't send it in.
Yeah.
But you know, there's stuff that I send to John, and I'm like, hey, what do you think? Do you think this is paranormal? And I listened to him, and John sent me EVPs and said, "Hey, what do you think this says?" You know, or whatever. So, just because we're offering to do it here, we do it to each other as friends. So nothing's off the table. If you want to email it to us, my email that you can use is abovebelowparanormal@gmail.com. Feel free to email it over and play it on one of these shows. I'm not going to tell you which one, but one of them will play it on.
Yeah. Mine's H period A period P period S at Comcast.net, which is like halves, but you got to put the little periods in there.
Yeah, and
And
if we get if we get 500 video submissions, you'll make it on one of the shows. I
Yeah.
just don't know which one. But we'll
Forget
play it.
that, but
Yeah, well,
forget that,
audio
but-
or video. You know what I mean? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Hey, you have some people that may send you 100 files. You just never know, man.
Yeah. I mean, you can go to our websites too. You can contact us through our
Yeah.
websites too, which
Websites,
is
Facebook.
mine's www.harrisburgareaparanormal.com. You can go to there, send me an email through there, whatever. It's easier to click that way. You can just get right into the email there.
Ours is above and below paranormal. Or not our email, or our website. Calm down over there. Third party. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's our website. Above and
But
below.
yeah, I mean, like the podcast says, you know, it's reality. You know, this is a reality overload, man. It's real talk for real people, man. You know, this isn't fantasy land over here. We're telling the truth about shit. You know, if people don't want to believe it, hey, man, go hang out in the dark with some of these fucking pedophiles and these fucking creeps. You know, go ahead. And when something fucked up happens to you, remember you heard it here first. You know.
Yeah, and don't send us orbs, for the love of God. Please don't send me orbs. Or as Chris is saying, spiders and dust and bugs and everything else. I will make fun of you. It's fair warning in advance. I will make fun of you. So don't send me a damn orb. Unless the orb comes up on the screen, gives you the middle finger, and then disappears, don't send it to me. It's not going to fucking work.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight, folks. Glad a lot of you came in and we're talking in the chat room. It was great talking to everybody, having our guests on. He was awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next week and doing some more cool stuff and talking some more shit, and maybe some more people hate us more. So I'm hoping so.
I was gonna say we can only hope.
All you frauds and phonies and liars, I hope you hate me the most. So you know, after that, have a good weekend, everybody.
Peace.
See ya.